your higher self. First of all, everybody has intuition. Everybody has that shit. I don't care if you ain't got no water in your astrological energy. You know when you get bad vibes. We get bad vibes. We be knowing shit. Like, sometimes you be knowing shit without even knowing how you know shit. So don't let nobody tell you that they're your higher self. How the fuck is somebody your higher self when you have the ability to get a feeling? You have something inside of you that tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you should listen to. Don't let nobody trick you into believing that they're your higher self. How can somebody outside of you be your motherfucking higher self if you're the only one that exists? This is a holographic universe, right? If you're the only one that exists, how can somebody outside of you be your motherfucking higher self? Think about that shit. Like, don't just be letting no nigga sell you no motherfucking dream. Like, straight facts. Don't let nobody sell you no motherfucking dream. I'm trying to break spells, not only in me but in other people as well, because I see the bullshit. Like, I see everything for what it is. You know what I'm saying? That master teacher shit, that come from slaves. You know, don't fall for the bullshit. First of all, if you want to acknowledge fucking African history and how civilization started in Africa or whatever, and you want to and talk about colonialism and Europeanism and all that shit, then you got to address every fucking thing. Where do that master shit come from? Like, let's be real. Where do that shit come from? You got to think about that. You know what I'm saying? Who wanted to be called a motherfucking master? Think about this shit. Like, don't let nobody just tell you no anything and sell you no motherfucking dream. That oh, I'm a master because I'm a master of what I teach. Fuck that shit. No, this is why you consider yourself the master of what you teach. Because black people, this is some real shit. Black people is stuck in black power for the most part. Y'all, most of black people, most of this motherfucking conscious community shit is stuck in black power. Y'all stuck in black power. So you right. A lot of people ain't really speaking what you speaking. So I can see why you call yourself the master of what you teaching. But nigga, this ain't your motherfucking information. This ain't your motherfucking information. Anytime you can go online and find the facts to back it up, that mean that you ain't created this shit. Like, this shit ain't yours, nigga. This shit ain't yours. You may be the only one talking about it in the conscious community. Okay, but nigga, you can't get the credit of being the creator of this information. It was already there. You just the one exposing the shit. And I appreciate that shit. A lot of shit I didn't know. I didn't know about the holographic universe. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know about epigenetics. I didn't know about certain shit. But that don't mean you the master of teaching that shit, nigga. Bruce Lipton taught epigenetics. Like, nigga, you ain't... Hold on, y'all. I just want y'all to see the bullshit. Like don't be just letting somebody tell you anything. You know, don't just let somebody just tell you anything. Don't just hold on. It's kind of noisy right now. So yeah, don't just let nobody just tell you anything. You gotta question everything. You know what I'm saying? People, he exposed the information. Facts. Because nobody knew about that shit. Nobody knew about some of that shit, you know? DNA and genes and all that shit. I studied that in medical school. I knew about that. But I didn't know about the epigenetics and all the other shit. I didn't know about that. So, you know, you did expose that to the black conscious community. You did expose that to us, but nigga, you shouldn't be wanting to receive the credit of being called the master teacher in the motherfucking and want the credit for the information because it's not something that you expose, nigga. Like, all right, I'm gonna tell you something. He says that he gets divine downloads. All right, he gets divine downloads. These things just come to him. But why can you look it up and find it on the internet? Maybe something is leading you to that information that that don't mean it's yours. That don't mean you came up with this shit. That don't mean that. You have to bro, y'all have to think about this shit. Like, fuck that master teacher shit. That nigga, he ain't no master teacher. Like, I'm breaking spells. He's not a master teacher. He's not. He's just the only one that exposed this information. It's not his. It's not his to be called a master teacher. A motherfucking master teacher to me, fuck that master shit, first of all, because you already know that come from Europeanism. Like, don't be fooled. But teacher, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be called the teacher and the creator of a certain, certain thing, then that shit gotta be raw and original. And I'm talking about ain't nobody know about this shit. Like, why was Albert Einstein able to put his name on certain shit? Why was Albert Einstein able to put his name on shit? Because he was saying shit that nobody else was heard of at that time. And he liked to quote all the time, Eckhart Tolle. Why was Eckhart Tolle able to put his name on shit? Because nobody was talking about the shit that he was talking about at that time. And that's why these people was able to put their name on shit. But if you ain't created something, bruh, if you can so-called find on the internet the facts to back it up, it ain't yours. It ain't yours, bruh. And you can't receive no credit for that shit. Like I said, you done exposed that shit to the community. You know what I'm saying? People ain't know about that shit, but it ain't your information. And nigga ain't about to call you no master teacher. Fuck that shit. It's just a lot of shit. Like, don't let people abuse you physically, emotionally.